Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm here with Shogun, Cole, and Stumpy, and we're actually about to start our day one watch party of the Rally Major because we all got benched. None of us are casting.
That's on us, yeah.
So none of us are casting the event. So we're here instead at the Endpoint facility. Shout out Endpoint. They've hooked us up with this awesome setup, and we're going to be view partying on all of our channels, on like dozens of channels actually.
There's like 10.
YouTube.
We worked out we're going live on 12 channels.
12?
12, yeah.
12
'cause we're across
channels.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, because we also
things.
just apply for
Yeah,
TikTok.
we're across TikTok, we're across YouTube, we're across Twitch, absolutely everywhere. And Johnny, you said there's some hot takes you found online.
Yeah, we want to react to some hot takes for you guys for the major, but we're going to do view parties like this every day before the major. So actually, well, this video will go out after the first one's already happened. But yeah, you can check that out on all of our channels here on YouTube or on Twitch, everywhere. But okay, here's some hot takes from the community that I want to get your guys' reactions for. Number one, KC don't make the final.
Don't make the final.
I love that that's a hot take.
That should
There's nothing to justify that at all.
I have to think of a hot
Very
take.
well.
Oh, I'll just go for the most obvious thing I can think of. Best team won't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a load of rubbish. There's no evidence for that.
They'll get top 4.
Are we saying if we
best.
agree with this, or are we saying this is an ice
What's
cold
a hot
take?
take?
What's the percentage that they make the final in your guys' heads?
I think it's a 70+%
I was
chance they
thinking
make the final.
75, 80.
Really?
If the
Wow,
statistically,
that's
yes.
high.
And yeah, in my brain, I'm saying, of course they do. So it's more than that in my mind, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
I think very, very high. I think it also depends on how the bracket ends up working out and all
Yeah.
those bits and
Yeah.
bobs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's much, much more likely than not KC make the final than they don't.
Really? Okay. Well,
Do you disagree?
I think for me it's like 50-50. You either have
All right, over or under? Over or under the 50, Johnny? Over or under?
I think it's, yeah, I would say it's over 50 as well. Probably I'll give 55-60. Yeah, not
Okay.
quite 80.
I'll go
okay.
contrarian then, under. I'll just be the
Under?
bad guy. Oh yeah. So when they don't make, I'll be like, yeah, I always said, mate. I always believe
He's
it.
a genius, this
I knew
man.
it.
All right. What about this one? Genji 3-1 in Swiss.
That seems about right. That's
feel
probably
like
where
I
I'd
can-
place them.
That's
They-
definitely a hot take, I'd say.
They'd,
Yeah,
they'd,
definitely a
they'd
hot
have to get something of an upset against like a Falcons or a Fury or something to
Yeah.
do that, but they more than can. You know, they've
I'd
beaten
also
NRG
love to see Justin
once
do
this
that.
This split.
Actually,
I'd
no,
love
they-
to see
so-
Justin go on land
Yeah,
and then
same.
just cut through again.
Yeah.
Me too.
Get big wins.
Well, they
So
start
sick.
off against NRG, so that's actually a good match.
on the B
honestly.
stream. That's
Yes,
when they moved
that's
to the
a
B
good
stream,
one.
isn't it? Because
And
they had all
yeah.
NA
Yeah.
regionals on the A
Yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah.
Great decision, by the way.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
okay, NRG can start these events slow, so that could be a good match for them. Even though NRG have been mopping the floor with Gen G, so
Yeah.
it's a bad match in that sense. But okay, Gen G 3-1 in Swiss.
I can see them
that's a
go
hot take.
3-1. I'd love for them to qualify because Justin back on land, I think, made everybody universally happy.
Yes.
Like
I
no
think-
one
yeah,
thought, oh, I wish the other team won. It's like, no, I'm really happy.
I think we're going to get worst case scenario of we want Justin to get through, but they're playing as an OCE team.
yeah.
Oh,
In round 5. Yeah.
Round five.
No,
Yeah.
don't do that to me.
That's my second prediction in. Let's go.
All right, here's another one. Vitality don't make it through Swiss.
That's very likely.
I can see that.
I
happening.
absolutely. Yes.
Gonna make through Swiss.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
That's
can
it.
see that happening.
No, there's enough. There's enough teams that they
Fodder.
can there's enough fodder
Enough
that they'll get a couple of wins guaranteed, and they'll have multiple chances to beat a Furia or a Falcons or any of the other.
I can just see the slide though. Like once if they start losing tomorrow, I think it could just keep happening.
They'll make through the Swiss. They'll get quarterfinals. Vitality, lock it in.
think so?
Quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think.
I see them
quarterfinals,
going
yeah.
like lower round 1 and just getting like knocked out 3-4 versus whoever.
That's about the same thing, right? That's one.
It's
before
one
the
round
quarters.
off. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think.
So you're saying
Yeah.
top 8? No, you're saying top.
I'm saying
12.
top 8. You're saying top,
top
6.
6.
I get
Yeah.
so confused when it's the.
The
Yeah,
hybrid
sorry, the
thing is-
NFL hybrid.
I like
yeah.
quarters to semis to finals.
We're
alright?
simple men.
Exactly.
Okay, about the Vitality going out in Swiss thing. If everything goes roughly according to seeding, well, not seeding, sorry. If everything goes roughly according to power rankings, the round we did this on Chalkcast the other day. Just very normal. No like crazy predictions. Round 5 of Swiss matchups would be along the lines of Twisted Minds versus Space Station, Gen G against Vitality, and Ultimates against Gentlemates, for example.
Okay.
That's like very normal. Nothing crazy has happened in this tournament. Round 5.
What, in the
I
fifth?
see.
And they're all insane matches.
I
Okay,
see
okay.
Vitality beating Gen G in that matchup. Then.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I guess I do see them then getting through the Swiss. But also, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't trust them until
I don't
one of
trust
them
the
goes to World.
I don't trust the Vitality that's been at the facility for 10 hours at that point.
Yeah.
Like the vibes will be diabolical.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a couple more quick ones to finish off. SSG top 2. That's a hot take.
I'd be so
a great
happy.
one. I want
would
it to
be
happen.
so happy. I want SSG to win this. As like a team that's like outside of the absolute favourites or energies, KC's. My next up would be SSG, I think. Because how cool. It's just another cool, young, exciting team. Queso-esque, Liquid-esque.
Yeah.
And then hopefully doing what Queso couldn't do and what Liquid couldn't do.
I've got a feeling what they did with Grand Finals, where the first one they lost 4-0 and the second one they won 4-0, I think they'll do something similar in events. So I think in this one, they'll go out really disappointing, they'll learn a lot from it, and then Worlds, that will be
that's a big one.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I could say I really want another like big surprise team to make it like we have with Queso, because I feel like we had with Queso and we're like, oh my god, this is gonna be a whole new age, and it's like, no, that was the new generation, and it's sort of stuck with that generation ever since. So I'd be down for it.
Yeah.
All right. What about all NA teams? All 4 of them, top 6.
So this
No.
is the Bates prediction. No.
No. Because
Let me tell you about the NA teams. They're all going to get top 6.
Because firstly, they're going to be taking chunks out of each other in round 1 straight away. So
good
it then
point.
becomes
Yeah.
hard enough.
Like-
they're going to be limping through to round
They would
5.
legitimately have to like plan all of this together in like the
Yeah.
war room. Like, all right, you need to lose by this amount for us to get against
Bear
each
in
other.
mind how
Which
perfectly
legally we don't think they'll do.
Allegedly.
it went so perfectly for whichever LAN it was, where all 4 of EU got. Oh no, sorry, 3 of EU got top 4, and that had to go so perfectly, along with Rule 1
dodge
they got
each other.
Top 4 as well.
It was Boston, Rule 1, and
Boston,
3
yeah,
European
3
teams were
EU.
top 4, and then in
And
Worlds
that-
it was all 4 EU.
Yeah, and that was hard enough. Like
Yeah.
that's tough. So and NA aren't as good. So I feel like
Whoa.
it just becomes a lot harder.
It's crazy we took so long to get to that part of this rather than the theory of it.
Oh yeah, and also an air shit. Sorry, I'm bad. Yeah.
Okay, here's possibly not as hot of a take, believe it or not, but yeah, last one for me here. Only 2 EU teams top 8. Only 2
I could see
EU
it.
top 8.
I
So
can
that'll be
also-
Dig and KC, I imagine, is what this person has in mind.
Probably, yeah.
I
Or
can
maybe
see
a
that, and
Vitality.
then an EU team still probably winning. Like,
KC just-
I mean, it's
Right,
very,
the gauntlet.
it'd be very Europe, just send one in.
yeah,
Or Vitality style.
I can see that happening. KC is
Yeah.
a definite, and yeah, probably Dig and Tass as well. To be fair, yeah, Dig would be good to see how they end up doing, but.
What are we thinking on Gentmates? Any?
I want again. I like
How
the-
close to the pinnacle do they get?
the young players that have got a lot of pressure on them, then come out and perform Drali-esque, Rise to Joyo-esque. Yeah, I'd love Eugene to just absolutely smash it.
Eugene just goes, well, I'm actually just a land boy. Like, this is actually easy.
Actually, really good.
Yeah. So, okay, to finish off, any of you guys have hot takes? We didn't pre-plan this. What's your hot takes?
KC will go 0-3. Whoa, hot take.
What's your hot take that you might believe in, that you could see happening?
KC
Honestly.
don't drop a game on that final day. They just lock
Okay.
in, walk it.
Okay.
They did that last time, right? Birmingham?
Did they do it? Yeah, okay, so it's not that hot then, I guess.
Birmingham, they've already done that.
Again, I think KC do drop a game. There you go.
Oh.
I think they only win the finals 4-1.
I'd say NRG go out top 4 again, which is not the hottest take because they did that at Birmingham again. But it's good. But for them, after making every single grand final before and then not doing it, I just back and screw it. They go out top 6.
Whoa.
Yeah,
right.
give them a top 6 spot.
I'll say KC drop the trophy. I think they drop it. During the celebration, they drop the trophy. I think
Nice. I
that's,
don't hate
that's my
it.
hot take.
Don't hate it at all.
Yeah. Oh, well, anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it there because we have to go live. But we're going to do more of these.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. We're going to go live with the view party. But we'll do more of these types of videos, probably reacting to the previous day or, something. We'll figure it out for Subpar channel and also Shogun's YouTube channel. So subscribe to all of that for more of this content. Tune into the view parties and check out all the links in the description. We'll just put everything down there. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let us know your hot takes in the comments.
Bye.
Bye.